Hi, YouTubers and wet shavers everywhere. It's MargaretGeorgeTune.com. I'm back with another Monday Morning Mailbag. Get yourself a cup of coffee, kick back, relax. Let's talk a little wet shaving and a few other things. What do you got this morning? Well, I got a coffee that just arrived on the doorstep. Hang on 1 minute. That is really, really good. Once again, courtesy of my nephew Jason, his wife Allison, and the boys. Black Rifle Coffee Company, Coffee of the Month Club. We featured this one before. This is Coffee or Die. Yeah, it's a good one. It's a medium roast. Let's get that right there. There it is. Medium roast. Get that panel right there so you can see it. This is a nice, flavorful cup of coffee. Really, really good. And of course, it comes in these Keurig cups. They call it round. They refer to them as rounds of coffee right there. Yeah, coffee or die. Absolutely. A little bit of a play on words of the join or die. I think it's join or die political cartoon that Ben Franklin created during the Revolutionary War days, the founding of our country, as I recall. Join or die. I think that's what it was. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments below. I think I'm correct on my history. And the coffee mug this morning is this wonderful Captain's Choice coffee mug that came courtesy of viewer Alex Lopez. Alex, thank you again very, very much. We've had this a couple of years here now, and it came about the Christmas season of 2022. So a definite favorite here on the Monday Morning Mailbag. How are you this morning? I hope you're enjoying a cup of coffee with me this morning. Hang on 1 minute. Yeah, cold weather setting in. Well, it is January. Happy New Year to everyone. I guess we can officially say Happy New Year now because 2025 is well underway. And again, great to be with you with a nice hot cup of coffee and in a warm area this morning. I hope you're by the fireside and with a cup of coffee and enjoying the Monday Morning Mailbag this morning. Speaking of coffee mugs, viewer Dave Benvey wrote and said, "Hey, Mark, I thought you could appreciate this. My wife gave me what is now my official 3MB coffee mug. It's one of those presents that keep on giving. My favorite podcasts, along with a good coffee to start the week. Best wishes for the new year, Dave." Hey, Dave, that's an absolutely fantastic coffee mug. Snoopy and Woodstock on top of Snoopy's doghouse, enjoying a nice hot cup of, well, I think it's probably, if it's not coffee, I think it might be hot chocolate. I think that's what Snoopy enjoyed with Woodstock. Correct me if I'm wrong. And I think it was on Veterans Day every year that Snoopy would visit Bill Malden, the famous World War II cartoonist, and have a root beer. I remember that from the Phoenix comic strip. Charles Schulz and Bill Malden were very, very good friends. And every Veterans Day, Snoopy would get a root beer. He'd have a root beer with Bill Malden. And that was always a kind of a neat theme running through the Peanuts comic strip. But I think Snoopy and Woodstock enjoy a nice cup of hot chocolate. But I think for our sake, we'll say that they're enjoying a nice cup of hot coffee this morning. And I hope you're enjoying a hot cup of coffee with me this morning. Once again, as we like to say in the show, a good hot coffee, a trusty mug. Let the caffeine go to work, gentlemen. Absolutely. Hang on one more sip. Absolutely fantastic. You know, I can't not remember who coined that for the show. There was a viewer out there who coined that phrase, and it's just perfect and ideal. My thanks to that individual. If it's you, please comment below and let me know. I need to give you proper credit for that. I should go through my notes and try to find it. But please, it might be quicker if you just type in the comments below and go, "Hey, it was me." So on the next broadcast, I can give you credit for that because that's been a wonderful, wonderful intro to the show these past couple of years now. I think is what I think it's been about 1.5 years, 2 years that we've been using that right now. And hey, if you're taking me along on your morning commute, thanks very much for the lift. I really do appreciate that. If you're listening to the podcast this morning, thanks very much for tuning in via all those wonderful streaming platforms out there like YouTube Music and Apple Podcasts and Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Spotify, that sort of thing. So thanks very, very much for tuning in to the podcast or the Monday Morning Mailbag podcast via all those streaming platforms. Hang on, one more sip. Hang on. Absolutely fantastic. Want to give you an update here on my my head scrape, it's healing up. Let me see if you can see this here. I'll try to bend down here, moving the microphone. Okay. All right. See that right there? I think it's healing up really, really well. Viewer James Sefton sent me a hat. Wait till you see this hat. He sent me a hat to wear, I guess, so that A, I don't scrape my head anymore, and B, to appear as if I have some hair. Let me show you what it looks like. It's absolutely fantastic. Check this out. How about that, huh? Now, if you are listening to the audio-only version podcast this morning, the 3MB podcast, audio only, let me describe this to you. It looks like it's a sun visor. It has a sun visor, and it has fake hair coming out of the top. So when you look at me, it looks like I'm wearing a sun visor with a full head of hair. How about that? That's fantastic. I love this hat. And this is one I'm going to wear during the summer months for sure. A, to protect my head so I don't scrape it again. And B, to kind of fool people who don't know me. That's fantastic. A big, big thank you to James Sefton for that. Thanks very, very much. Oh, yeah, that's really setting the tone for today's show. Really, really love that. So, again, how are you this morning? I hope you're enjoying a cup of coffee with me. We got a great show for you this morning. We got a viewer shaving tip all the way from China. How about that? We got some shave den visits. We got the usual updates coming at you. We also have some terrific, terrific refill comments. Got some new wet shaving gear we want to share with you, and also some wonderful questions and comments. So all in all, another terrific show to kick off 2025 officially. Now that we're in 2025, you have to remember to write 2025. Get into the habit of writing that in all your correspondence and your checks and whatever else that you might be writing by hand. 2025, golly. And as someone noted, well, you know what? I think it's in a refill comment. We'll get to that. I don't want to spoil that. But just remember, 2025, there's something really, boy, this was pointed out in the refill comments. I don't want to spoil it. It really was kind of a neat way of looking at the year 2025. We'll get to that anyhow in refill comments. So I hope you're enjoying a cup of coffee with me this morning. Thanks very much for tuning in. So let's get the show kicked off like we do every week with a viewer morning shaving tip. This morning's shaving tip comes from viewer Sean Cameron. And Sean writes, Mark, love the show. I'm in China and I listen as a podcast to 3MB and The Second Cup on commutes. My shave tip is for those looking for the close shave but can't seem to get it right without taking 16 layers off their face. The key is good skin prep, not just pre-shave cream, but using a skin cream and facial moisturizer in the evening to soften up the face. Your whiskers need lots of moisture as a regular grooming habit to make sure the shave is smooth the next morning. Find a good moisturizer for your face and get into this habit. Your shaves will be super smooth and much less redness and nicks. I recommend any cream that is more fast absorbing and doesn't sit too heavy on the face, but to each their own. Also, I wanted to share with you, I recently went to the Great Wall, and during the long walk on the wall, I played some 3MB. So you can be proud that your podcast has played on the Great Wall of China. Wow! All the best in 2025 to you and all the 3MB listeners. Oh, he also adds here, P.S. Second Cup is also the name of a famous coffee shop chain in Canada. So you have Tim Hortons and Second Cup on the show. It feels very Canadian. Sean Cameron. Sean, thank you very, very much for the great, great shaving tip. And also, thank you for taking the Monday Morning Mailbag to the Great Wall of China and playing it along the Great Wall of China. That is really, really neat. I am so flattered and honored by that. Thank you very, very much. And it's a great shaving tip. And it takes that pre-shave prep one more step using a good facial moisturizer, a good skin moisturizer to soften the whisker over time, overnight, that sort of thing. Get into a routine of good facial care to soften that whisker and keep it I guess you could say in a constant state of prep for the shave. Would that be a way of expressing it? I think that's probably the direction we're going in. And it's an absolutely fantastic, fantastic shaving tip. So thank you for sharing with all the viewers out there. Really, really do appreciate it. And to say thank you, for you and only you, an original signed George sketch. So please email me your snail mail address to Monday Mailbag, mondaymailbag@gmail.com, mondaymailbag@gmail.com, and I will send this to you post haste. And if you out there would like an original signed George sketch, just send me a shaving tip. Send that shaving tip to mondaymailbag@gmail.com, mondaymailbag@gmail.com. And if I use your shaving tip here on the Viewer Morning Shaving Tip segment of the Monday Morning Mailbag, you too will receive an original signed George sketch. So, Sean, thank you very, very much for a terrific shaving tip. And thank you so much for bringing the Monday Morning Mailbag to the Great Wall of China. Really, really do appreciate that. I am so very honored and flattered. Thanks again, Sean. Really do appreciate it. Well, this morning we have a couple of Shave Den visits. First up is something from Matt Panter. He emailed me, and the subject heading is Atomic Apple Pecan Pie and Zenith Brush from Mark Bagwell. And he writes, Happy New Year, Mark. I want to say that the Atomic Apple Pecan Pie lives up to the hype, and I'm so glad I listened to everyone and finally bought it. It smells nothing like I expected, and it smells masculine too. I highly recommend anyone who can get it, buy some before it's gone. Yeah, we reviewed it. It's absolutely fantastic. There it is right there. And we also have the splash. Yeah, this is absolutely a wonderful, wonderful scent. It was perfect for the holiday season, but you could use it year round. And I agree. You don't really expect it. It's really captivating and really invites you in. And yes, it has that nice masculine quality to it. Yeah. Yeah, and as you say, it smells nothing like I expected, and it smells masculine too. Yeah, absolutely. I agree with that 100%. Absolutely. So glad you were able to get some, and I'm so glad to hear you're enjoying it. He continues here. By the way, thanks again for my Zenith Boar brush. I won it in a giveaway from you and Mark Bagwell. Mark Bagwell's generosity reached so many, and he's the one who got me into the Simpson brushes. My favorites are the Chubby 2 and Trafalgar T3, and I have an M7 Platinum Synthetic on the way from Amazon. I like the limited editions that you can buy from the Simpson website directly, but the only problem is you have to be home to sign for the delivery. Wishing you all the best for 2025, Matt Panter. Yeah, I'm holding up the Simpson M7 synthetic brush. This is the bowl lathering wonder. This brush right here, absolutely fantastic, and it's got the butterscotch handle. Thanks, Mom. This is probably the best bowl lathering brush I've ever used. This Simpson M7, and a big, big thank you to JimiV Photography for very kindly sending this along to the channel and allowing me to share with all the viewers. It's fantastic. When you get the M7, please, please, please submit a review and let us know how it works for you, because I absolutely love mine. Use it for last couple of shaves. It just builds heaps and heaps of lather. And you wouldn't think that with such a diminutive knot there on the handle that it would, but this knot has so much backbone and so much energy behind it. It really is an amazing bowl lathering brush. So let us know how you like yours. Really do appreciate you sending that along, Matt. And again, I would love to have a review for the Monday Morning Mailbag. And he also added here in a second email, I also got the Phoenix Shaving Atomic Apple Pecan Pie Splash and Star Jelly. I got to have that ultra smooth Star Jelly finish. I use the Star Jelly after a head shave, but I also like using both on my face. Fran told me how to do it. She said, you can use both, and typically the Star Jelly should go on after the splash has been applied. You can let your face dry and then apply the Star Jelly and allow it to absorb. Hey, thank you very, very much for clarifying the routine with the splash and then the Star Jelly. So there it is, folks. If you've been wondering how best to use the Phoenix Shaving aftershave splashes along with their Star Jelly. Splashes first, let it dry, and then follow up with the Star Jelly. Hey, that is absolutely fantastic, Matt, and thank you so much for sharing your experiences with the Atomic Apple Pecan Pie and also the photo of the Zenith Board Brush. So glad that you're enjoying those, and thank you for sharing your other brushes with us this morning. Really do appreciate it, and let us know how that M7 works out for you. Hey, we received this from Chris Bodrab regarding some razors that he has. This is amazing. He writes, "Hi, Mark. Hope you and yours are enjoying a wonderful holiday season. Sending along some photos and a video of 3 of my Wolfman razors that I sent to Matt Pisarcik at Razor Emporium to have the 24 karat gold revamp." Wow, that's amazing. We're showing the photos and the video here right now, and that looks absolutely stunningly beautiful. My gosh. And another confirmation of the wonderful work that Matt Pisarcik and the folks at Razor Emporium deliver when you want to have a razor revamped, replated, tuned up, that sort of thing. That looks absolutely gorgeous. Thank you so much for sending along the video and the photos, Chris. Wow. That's just so very, very beautiful. Enjoy those razors, and thanks for sharing these with sharing the photos and the video with all of the viewers out there. Really, really do appreciate it. So a big, big thank you again to Matt Panter and to Chris Bodrab for sharing their shaved ends with everyone this morning. Gentlemen, thank you again very, very much. Well, here's a reminder that the channel now has AutoDub technology. This is a service provided by Google and YouTube that will translate these videos from English into any number of different languages in real time on the fly. Languages available right now are German, Portuguese, Spanish, French, and Italian. Just go to the lower right corner of the video screen and click on that gear. A menu will pop up, and from there you can select the audio track of your choice. And again, it will translate these videos from English into German, Portuguese, Spanish, French, or Italian on the fly and in real time. Check it out. Pass it along to a fellow wet shaver or friend if English isn't their primary language. Hey, we have a couple of giveaway updates this morning. First up is something we received from viewer Mark Powell. He sponsored a giveaway in exchange for a George sketch. He said he would give away a shaving soap from the UK of the winner's choice. And the winner was Dave Ritter. And Mark and Dave connected, and Mark is writing to confirm that Dave did receive his prize. And he writes, "Hi, Mark. I'm delighted to confirm that the winner of our giveaway, Dave Ritter, collected his chosen soap from his local post office yesterday. He chose the MMGP Morning at the Barber's. All the best and a healthy and peaceful new year. Kind regards, Mark." Hey, Mark, thanks again for sponsoring the giveaway. Really do appreciate it. And I'm so glad to hear that you heard that Dave Ritter received his giveaway prize. Thanks again for sponsoring the giveaway. Really, really do appreciate it. Now, we had another giveaway that was sponsored by Chris Bodrab, and he has been making these beautiful artisan shave handles right here. You can see right there, Chris Bodrab Shave Works right there. Absolutely gorgeous handle, and we gave this one away, and the winner was Alan Bagby. Now, we announced the winner, Alan Bagby, on December 20th, 2024, and I have not heard from him yet. So this Wednesday is the deadline. To Alan Bagby, you got to email me by this Wednesday, which is, let's see, this today's the 6th, 7th, the 8th, January 8th. You got to contact me by January 8th in order to receive this prize. If not, then we will announce the giveaway again in the next Monday morning mailbag. January 8th will be 20 days, and that's more than enough time to send an email to the channel to say, hey, I won. So that's going to be the drop dead deadline. Usually it's 2 weeks. That's almost 3 weeks. So yeah, I think I think if you want the handle, please contact the channel by January 8th, 2025. Just send me an email to mondaymailbag@gmail.com, mondaymailbag@gmail.com, and I will be more than happy to send this to you directly. And if I don't hear from you by Wednesday, January 8th, 2025, this is forfeit. We're going to do a whole new contest, and everyone can comment and enter on the next Monday Morning Mailbag. And if you do contact me by this Wednesday, well, then we'll make that announcement on the next Monday Morning Mailbag as well. I think that is more than fair because it's a beautiful brush handle. And please contact me. I'll be more than happy to send it to you. And if I don't hear from you, well, then it's up for grabs for someone else. So again, January 8th, 2025. That's your deadline. Please email me at mondaymailbag@gmail.com, and I'll be more than happy to send it to you. If I don't hear from you, it's forfeit. We're going to have a new giveaway for it on the next Monday Morning Mailbag. So stay tuned, folks. We'll let you know the outcome on the next Monday Morning Mailbag. So there are your giveaway updates for this morning. My thanks to Mark Powell and also to Chris Bodrab for very kindly sponsoring these giveaways. Gentlemen, thanks again very, very much. Well, here's your weekly reminder that the Monday Morning Mailbag is also available as a podcast. Simply get up to your favorite streaming service and search for Monday Morning Mailbag and more, Monday Morning Mailbag and more, and the Monday Morning Mailbag podcast, as well as our other podcast, Second Cup, will come right up. Both of those podcasts are available on Anchor, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, YouTube, and now iHeartRadio. Well, what do you know? Coffee's getting low that time in the show. Let's go back for a refill. Well, I hope you're enjoying a cup of coffee with me this morning. I hope you went back for a refill. I sure did. Hang on 1 minute. Yeah, once again, enjoying the wonderful Black Rifle Coffee Company's Coffee or Die coffee in the Keurig cups. Their coffee rounds. It's a medium roast. Thanks again to Jason, Allison, and the boys. Love this a lot. I love Coffee of the Month Club. It's absolutely fantastic. I look forward to getting a new coffee from Black Rifle Coffee Company every month. Yeah, it's been an absolutely fantastic Christmas gift. And I think it's 2 years running, and I think we're going on to year number 3 here. So it's fantastic. So a big thank you to Jason, Allison, and the boys. And check out that hat from James Sefton. Man, I mean, wow, that's fantastic. I love this hat, and if you don't know me and you see me wearing this, you'd probably think, wow, he's got a pretty good head of hair there. Again, for those of you who are listening to the Monday Morning Mailbag, it's a sun visor, and in place of my bald head, there's fake hair up there, so it looks like I've got a good growth of hair coming through a sun visor, and that's absolutely fantastic. Check that out. Isn't that great? That's absolutely great. So a big thank you to James Sefton for kindly sending along this hat. And again, I hope you went back for a refill. I hope you're enjoying a cup of coffee with me. One more sip. Absolutely fantastic. Just love getting together with you on Monday mornings for the Monday Morning Mailbag. Thanks to everyone who contributed to today's show. And we got some great comments from viewers out there in the refill segment. This comes from RH Day Shaves. Happy New Year, Mark. Great shave as always. Thanks also to the longtime viewer who donated the shave cream. I'll have to try that one. This was the January 1st New Year's Day shave that we did with Caswell Massey's number 6 shave cream. Boy, is this a spectacular scent. And that's the best way I can describe it. Spectacular and also great performance. Yeah, this is definitely top shelf. Check that out. Oh, absolutely beautiful. We did a wonderful bowl lather with it. And I love the scent. absolutely fantastic. So yeah, thank you to the longtime viewer out there who sent this along to the channel. Really do appreciate it. Caswell Massey, America's original since 1752. How about that? Their number 6 shave cream. Yeah, absolutely fantastic. And that gold lid right there says it all. Yeah, definitely the gold standard in shave creams. Very, very good. Yeah. Tubero CK6 wrote, oh, well, it's Tubero or Tuberao? Tubarao. Tuberao. Tuberao CK6 wrote, Mark, I'm a daily shaver, 2 days max, so my hair is never visible to anyone but myself because I keep it that way. Shave how and when you want. I'd rather see you shave more often than to wait longer for each video. Happy New Year. Thank you very much for that. This is in regards to, I think, my shave on New Year's Day again, where I mentioned that I had about 4 days worth of beard growth, I think. Well, anyhow, I had a considerable amount of beard growth because I got another comment from someone saying, you're not shaving anything. I don't see any beard growth, with 1 day's worth of beard growth. And again, I explain, I'm fair skinned, so you may not always see the hair growth there. Now, I'm on 1 day's worth of beard growth right here, and I have not shaved yet, just to make the point in today's broadcast that you may not see that, you may not photograph that well. See, this is 1 day's worth of beard growth for me, and I can feel it, and I want to shave it off. Now, after the show, I might have a shave, or I might wait, one more day or another half day and then do a shave so it at least photographs a little better. But I definitely get your point. I like doing a daily shave. I like the way it feels. 2 to 3 passes for me with a nice mild yet efficient razor. It's just great. And I love that feeling. And I just don't like having 4, 5, 6 days worth of beard growth. I get a scraggly and scruffy kind of beard. It never really does grow in evenly for me. So that's why I like to shave it off. So thank you very much for that comment and that support. I really do appreciate it. Scott Martin wrote, Happy New Year, Mark. I love that you are starting with a Caswell Massey shave. In my 10 years of wet shaving, they are a name I have heard over and over, but have never tried. I'm going to look into them more this year. Cheers. And that's from Scott Martin. Yeah, this is fantastic. And it seems to be a brand name that we do hear about. And I don't think have I reviewed them? I think I have reviewed a shave soap from them some time ago, maybe 2 or 3 years ago, I want to say. I'm going to have to go through my shave soaps. I think I have it. And if I can find it and come across it, I'll show it on an upcoming Monday Morning Mailbag, and we'll talk about Caswell Massey a little more. I think, I'm almost certain. And yeah, I was impressed with the shave soap, as I recall. So I'll go through my reviews and see where that is. If I can find it, I'll link it below in the description so you can see that review. But yeah, this is a fantastic scent and just a great performing shave cream. It really is wonderful. Yeah, thanks for that, Scott. Really do appreciate it. Let's see, this is Marco McDowell wrote, 4 days off of work. I'm dreading my shave tomorrow morning. Ha ha ha. I have coarse hair and that first pass is a doozy. I shouldn't have gone so long, but it was nice to let the skin recover for a few days. Best wishes for 2025 to you and the fellow subscribers, and go Buckeyes. Yeah, thanks very much for the Go Buckeyes cheer. That was prior to our game with, that was New Year's Day, and that was prior to the start of the game on New Year's Day against the Oregon Ducks, and the Buckeyes won. So, yeah, go Buckeyes. So, yeah, been a lot of fun watching college football this year, that's for sure. Mully Shaves writes, Caswell Massey number 6 is an amazing cream. You chose right to scoop heavy. It takes more product than what we usually use. Molly, thank you very much for confirming that. I really do appreciate it. And thank you for confirming how great this is. And thank you for confirming the amount that I scooped out. As you know, if you've watched this channel and my reviews, I tend to scoop more during my reviews on camera than not, so that I have more than enough lather in order to complete the shave, or maybe even do a touch-up, maybe do a third pass, or just to show you how much lather is created, bottom line at the end of the shave. And yeah, I went heavy with this, and glad I did. And I think that first pass, as I recall, really coated it on a lot because, as I say, I think I had about 4 days worth of beard growth. So great coverage, but used a lot of the lather in that first pass. Had more than enough for a second pass, and I think I probably could have agitated a little more, maybe throw in one more little dollop of cream and get enough for, say, a third pass if I wanted to. But yeah, and I also was working with the cream to water ratio. I think I hit it. I think I hit the stride in the first time out, but I am going to experiment with it a little more. And it was really just a wonderful scent. So Molly, thanks very much for confirming all that. Really do appreciate it. Bart Buzz writes, I couldn't miss the last Monday morning mailbag of 2024. A nice send-off to 2025. When it comes to mapping my beard, I was able to do that on my day-old beard. I simply rubbed the back of my index finger in all directions on my face and neck. It was easy to feel with the growth and against the growth. I, too, tend to shave diagonally on my neck. I also chase the BBS. Happy New Year, Mark, and thanks for all the Monday morning mailbags throughout the year. Bart, it was my pleasure. Love doing the show. Love hearing from all the viewers out there. Again, I say it, without you, this microphone would be silent, so all the viewers make the show. And it's just great having the conversation with you every Monday. I really do appreciate that. And thanks for the tip on the index finger and mapping your beard. So folks, give that a try. As a matter of fact, I think I'm going to copy that and put it into my files for an extra shaving tip and revisit it down the road. I'm going to have to remember to do that. I'll make a mental note. So thanks very much for that, Bart. Really do appreciate it. And Happy New Year to you as well. David Dart wrote, Mark, good morning. Another great Monday morning mailbag. And thank you for mentioning my Prospector Edition razor. Just a quick follow-up. There are 3 ways you can get Razor Emporium's Prospector Edition razors. 1, you can get one they have already done. 2, you can send them your razor and have it done. Or 3, you can buy one of their vintage razors or a new razor and have it made into a Prospector. I have to think a Rex Envoy Prospector Edition razor would be an amazing addition to anyone's den. And also, I find myself wondering who owned my Gillette Slim in the past. How many owners? How many great shaves it has given? That, to me, is just another bonus to a vintage razor. Have a wonderful day and Happy New Year to you, your family, and all our fellow wet shavers and their families. David, thank you very much for outlining how we can get a Prospector Edition from Razor Emporium. That's great. So 3 different ways, folks, as he tallied them up for us right there. Well, here, let me go through it again. You can get one they have already done. Number 2, you can send them your razor and have it done. Or 3, you can buy one of their vintage razors or a new razor and have it made into a Prospector. Okay, there it is. There's a clarification. Vintage or new, and they'll do it in the Prospector Edition. Really neat. So thanks very much for that, David. Really do appreciate that. Viewer J Potter 86 wrote, Hey Mark, I hope you and your family had an amazing Christmas, and I wish you all love and health for 2025. Wow, can't believe this century is a quarter of the way through. Yeah, that's what we were referring to in the opening of the show. That 2025 marks 25 years of the century that have already passed. That's a really fascinating and unique way of looking at it. I never thought of that. When I read that, I thought, wow, you're right. 25 years have gone by. A quarter of the century is already done. That is really a unique way of looking at it. Wow. Again, when I looked at that, I said to myself, I've got to include that in the Monday morning mailbag. That really is kind of a neat way of looking at the year 2025. Yeah, 25 years, a quarter of the century, already through. That really is quite something. So thanks for pointing that out, Jay. Really do appreciate it. He continues here. Time really does fly. Speaking of time, I got a timeless bronze razor 0.38 for Christmas, and my gosh, I love the darn thing, but it's bittersweet, really. I love razors, but this is by far the best I own. For me, I believe I found my holy grail of razors. So where do I go from here? Are there any better razors out there, or do I just stop buying new razors now? I'll laugh out loud. Yeah, well, I'll tell you, the bronze razor from Timeless Razor is a favorite in my shave den. I absolutely love this. The razor head was actually given to the channel by viewer Alex Lopez. Alex, thank you again very, very much. And I acquired the handle and the stand from the folks at Timeless via their scratch and dent area on their website. And I tell you, if you can find any scratches or dents on the handle or the stand, I don't see them. I mean, they look impeccable. I mean, they're absolutely beautiful. And I love the razor. I love the mild quality of it, the beautiful efficiency. I love the bronze material. The weight and the heft are just absolutely great. Now, if you're looking for another good razor, I suggest the Timeless Titanium Slim. This is a 0.5 blade gap and a little lighter in weight, not as much heft, but boy, is this maneuverable and it gives you a little more efficiency. This is an absolutely beautiful, beautiful razor. Another lifetime razor that will definitely serve you well in your shave den. Absolutely love this one, and going to have to shave with it again real soon. And I love the barber pole-like knurling on the handle. And again, you know, titanium, so it's a lifetime razor, easy care. Yeah, all those great things about it. The folks at Timeless make an absolutely fantastic, fantastic razor. So I'm so glad that you're enjoying the bronze Timeless razor. And if you're looking for another one, I suggest the titanium 0.5, the TI Slim. It really is a marvelous, marvelous razor. So enjoy this one a lot as well. He continues here. P.S. I feel your pain. I'm getting cuts to the head. I work in loft spaces and regularly catch my head on a timber. Boy, I tell you, nothing removes skin like a rough, cut-dry piece of wood. Ha, ha, ha. It's not too bad on top of my head, as I can probably count my hairs on one hand. Laugh out loud. So I stick a plaster over it while I shave so I know to keep away from that area with the razor. That's kind of what I did with the leaf shave this past Friday. I put my hand up there over that area there to make sure that I avoided it. And that seemed to work fairly well. But yeah, maybe putting some kind of a Band-Aid or a plaster, as you say, on that area there so I avoid it. That would be probably a good technique to use as well. So Jay, thanks very, very much for the kind words regarding New Year's and Christmas. I'm so glad that you're enjoying the Timeless razor, bronze razor with the 0.38 blade gap. It's absolutely fantastic. And again, if you're looking for an upgrade, the TI Slim with the 0.5 blade gap is a really, really terrific one. So yeah, great razors from the folks at Timeless Razors. And yeah, I have to be careful with my head. Well, I got a hat. I got a hat now to wear to kind of protect that area. So thanks again, Jay. Really do appreciate it. This comes from Witar7090. Hello, Mark. This was a great production, especially on the subject of shaving diagonally for irritation. I mapped my beard growth and found that each side of my neck, the beard grows diagonally towards the middle. I would not have known that the beard on my neck did that unless I made a map of my growth. I watched a number of YouTube videos where the presenter emphasized mapping your growth. I had been shaving for about 40 years and I arrogantly thought, I know my beard. Well, it turned out that I did not know it as well as I thought I did. So to reiterate what many others have stated loud and clear in the past, it pays to map your beard growth. Thanks again. And thank you for emphasizing that point, Witar. Really, really do appreciate it. Larry Sablotny checked in and he wrote, thanks for the mention this morning. I watched 3MB before shaving this morning and heard the comments about the 45-degree direction in shaving the face instead of strict north to south, east to west, and south to north. I tried it this morning and got a very nice shave with 2 passes instead of 3. Wonderful tip. It worked well for me. Larry, that's great to hear. Folks, see if it works for you. Try that 45-degree diagonal approach and let us know in the comments below what your results are. Larry, thanks very, very much for confirming how well it worked for you. Ken Williams wrote, Happy New Year, Mark. Great 3MB this morning. My wife got me a Zamchi razor and stand for Christmas. This razor is perfect for my beard. Used it a few times and honestly, the best face shave to date. Thanks for reviewing this. Looking forward to what 2025 brings. Hey, Ken, so glad this worked out for you. We did review this particular razor right here with that wraparound base plate that kind of wraps around the cap. And yeah, very, very efficient, very efficient razor. And I think it's like a 2-pass razor for me. And of course, the folks at Zamchi sent along this particular razor and the stand. We haven't actually used this razor, but we've used another one that's configured the same way. They're blue razor, so I'm assuming they both shave the same, but gonna have to get a review done on this particular one and kind of compare notes with you. They also sent along a blade bank that a lot of wet shavers really, really like, and they also sent along the leather razor head cover with their name on it. So yeah, Zamchi happens to have a lot of nice wet shave gear at some really, really nice price points. And thanks very much, Ken, for confirming how well the razor works for you. You know, the way it's made too, I'm looking at it, just kind of looking at it right here. There's no gaps in the razor head, and everything seems to be precisely made, and things line up very, very well. And the plating is top notch. I mean, it has a really, really nice, robust feel to the plating. So yeah, check this one out. The Zamchi razor with the stand really is terrific. And check out their blade bank and also their razor, their leather razor cover, razor head cover. It really is terrific. They make some really, really nice gear. So my thanks to everyone at Zamchi Razor for passing along some of this wet shaving gear and allowing me to share it with all the viewers. And Ken, once again, thanks for confirming how well the razor works for you. Folks, if you've used the Zamchi razor, please comment below and let us know what your results have been shaving with it. Thanks very, very much again, Ken. Apple Fan X2. Oh, this is Lindsay. Hi, Mark. Another great 3MB. I really enjoyed your appearance on the Shave Migos. I asked a question about if you could choose one blade to use forever, what would it be? Have a safe and happy new year, Mark. Regards, Lindsay. Hey, Lindsay, that was a great question, and I had such a great time on the Shave Migos live stream on Instagram. A lot of fun. Again, my thanks to Carlos, Nick, and Sully. A great, great time. I really enjoyed myself. And that was a great question. And I was rather stumped there for a little bit. I think I said Wizamet. Wizamets are great. And I also mentioned the Gillette Swedes and a few others. It's kind of a difficult question because there are so many great blades out there. And yeah, but Wizamet came to mind. And I know that in going through my shave den, actually looking at the blades, I would think, oh yeah, that's a great blade too. But without having them right in front of me, kind of going through my mind of what I use, what I recently used, that sort of thing. It's the great thing about the traditional wet shave. So many choices out there in razors, in blades, in shaving brushes, shaving bowls. Yeah, as I always say, you'll find a razor, a blade, a brush, a bowl that fits your skin type in your wallet. There are so many great choices out there, absolutely. And shave soaps as well. A lot of fantastic artisan shave soaps out there. So thanks very much for the question, Lindsay, and thanks for following up with the comment. Really do appreciate you identifying yourself in that Shave Migos live stream on Instagram. Had a great, great time again. My thanks to Carlos, Nick, and Sully. Really, really a lot of fun. And if you didn't see it, we'll link it below. We'll get the link below so you can look at the replay on it. So it was a lot of fun. And that wraps up this week's refill segment. My thanks to everyone who contributed. Really do appreciate it. We'll do it again next week. Okay, let's check out some new wet shaving gear. Well, in previous Monday morning mailbags, we've been spotlighting some of the shave soaps and shave creams from Ariana and Evans. Peter Sharkle has very kindly sent several to the channel, allowing me to share them with all the viewers out there. This week, we're featuring Kaizen. Boy, is this a fantastic scent. Check out that new artwork Slightly different from the original artwork. And as I recall, this is the shave soap and shave soap scent that put Ariana and Evans on the map. Correct me if I'm wrong, comment below and let me know, but I believe I'm recalling that correctly. This scent is absolutely fantastic, and I can understand why the shave world, the wet shave world, took so wonderfully and kindly to it. Yeah, this really is a fantastic, fantastic shave soap scent. And here's what they write on their product page. Kaizen 2E, K2E. Project Kaizen, to constantly improve. Kaizen is our playful, bold, seductive, vibrant, and captivating soap. It's a fusion of mandarin, tangy tangerine, and zesty lemon with a dash of bergamot and apple for a fresh and green base. A touch of neroli adds extra charm, but don't worry, it won't overpower your senses. The middle notes are a delightful mix of floral and citrus, while cedar and other woods bring depth to the fragrance. Honeysuckle and rose add a subtle sweetness in the background, never stealing the spotlight. The final stage is a surprisingly spicy and woody blend, almost like a whole new scent altogether. A truly unique evolution in a soap, exquisite, invigorating, and a little bit quirky. Now here are the scent notes. Mandarin, Calabrian bergamot, lemon peel, neroli, honeysuckle, green apple, rose, tobacco absolute, Haitian vetiver, sandalwood, and cedarwood. Boy, this is really a wonderful, wonderful scent. And again, their soap bases are just absolutely fantastic. They lather a treat. Oh, this is absolutely fantastic. And I love this artwork. Absolutely love that artwork. And it kind of all comes together. It's the total package. I mean, that artwork is just fantastic. So check it out from Ariana and Evans. We'll have a link to it below. Kaizen, I believe that's how it's pronounced. Kaizen, Kaizen. Boy, this is a good one. And again, this scent is so original, so unique. It is, as I say, exquisite, invigorating, a little bit quirky. It is captivating. And I love the way the mandarin, the tangy tangerine, and the zesty lemon peel really all come together. That's really right there forward. It really captures your attention. So check it out from Ariana and Evans, Kaizen shave soap. We'll have links below. My thanks again to Peter Sharkalis for very kindly sending along Kaizen to the channel and allowing me to share with all the viewers out there. Folks, once more, we'll have links below. Well, we heard from Weezer, also known as Mitch, and he's doing a follow-up on hot lather shaving. He emailed and wrote, "Hi, Mark. You may recall that I use a mug warmer to heat my lather in a stainless steel bowl because it maintains the hottest lather. The problem has been a degrading of the lather between passes. It has helped compensate for this by using twice the soap and adding a little water to whip it up again. Today I decided to put my normal amount of soap, about a half an almond size, in the bowl and see how it worked. I was surprised how poor a shave I got. The soap lost its slickness and creamy body before I finished my first pass. I used Mitchell's Wool Fat Original Formula. It's one of my favorites. By using a ceramic bowl on the mug warmer, the lather doesn't get as foamy or lose so much slickness. The trade-off is not nearly as hot a lather. I surmise that heat was the main factor, but it is also the type of heat that is generated by the mug warmer as opposed to a water scuttle. If you talk to any heating specialist, they will tell you that dry heat from a forced air system dries out the air, like the mug warmer's dry direct heat, and this contributes to low humidity. A hot water or steam heat system helps maintain a more balanced humidity and less dryness in the air, like the hot water in a scuttle. I'm guessing this is why you find no problems when using your scuttle. I try to avoid buying products from China, and the artisan scuttles are too expensive for me. I found one on Amazon that is made in Italy for $28.88, so I ordered it. It's the Goodfellas Smile Scuttle. For some reason, the whole name didn't show up, but this gives an idea of what it looks like. It will be here next week. After I use it for a while, I would give a review of it if you think it would be helpful to others. Regards, Mitch. Mitch, absolutely do a review of this. Would love to see it, and I know viewers would love to see it as well. We've heard some great things about Goodfellas Smiles products out of Italy. This shaving scuttle looks wonderful, and we'll get a better screenshot of it so viewers can take a look at it. And yeah, really looking forward to that review. Want to kind of introduce it to the viewers this week so they know what to look for. And yeah, Mitch, absolutely do a review and let us know what you think of it and how it builds a lather and how warm the lather is and that sort of thing. So thanks very, very much for passing this along to all the other wet shavers and viewers of the channel. Really do appreciate it. Viewer Greg Passante sent along this review of a brand new razor offered by Shave Nation. And here's his Shave Nation razor review. He writes, "What you see here is GeoFatBoy's newest razor, which oddly enough matches your shave bowl in color. This razor features both open and closed comb sides. It delivers smooth, comfortable, efficient shaves every time. It comes with a stand and 5 razor blades for $69 US. It's aluminum in construction, but still retains a nice weight. Oh, and the handle length is perfect for switching sides on the fly. I love it and will be using this as my go-to travel and or daily shaver. Hope your Christmas was wonderful. Gregory Passante." Greg, thanks very much for this review. This is the new Shave Nation combo safety razor with open comb and closed comb sides on the razor head. Looks absolutely fantastic. And yeah, the color that you show in your pictures there does match the color of the Shave Nation shave bowl that was very kindly sent to the channel by viewer Bill Murphy. Bill, thank you again very, very much. This is a terrific lathering bowl. It's got a little pocket in the bottom here. Can you see that little pocket? So you just drop your shave soap or your shave cream in there. And as you're building a lather, that brush is passing over that little pocket a little bit each time, grabbing a little soap or cream, and then building it on the smooth walls of the interior of the bowl. And you've got a great lather in no time. This really is a terrific, terrific shaving bowl. Thanks again to Bill Murphy. And love the color of the razor, obviously, because I like the color of the shave bowl, but also like the fact that the stand and the base plate also match a really neat look to it. And it sounds like an absolutely fantastic, fantastic razor at a really, really nice price point. So there you are, folks. From GeoFatBoy and Shave Nation, their new Shave Nation Combo Safety Razor. Check it out. We'll have links below. My thanks again to Greg Passante for very kindly sending along the photos and reviewing this razor. Greg, enjoy that new razor from Shave Nation. Well, speaking of razors, here's my Merkur Progress adjustable razor right here. Love this razor. Adjusts from about 1 to 5, 1 to 6, and really very, very efficient. So I don't turn it up that high, maybe 2.5, maybe 3 at most. But boy, this really does give a wonderful close shave. And I just love the look of it. And of course, it has this ivory colored adjustment knob on the bottom here. Some like it, some not so much. I really like it. I think it's a nostalgic throwback to the 1950s when German automobiles had this kind of colored plastic knob on their dashboards. At least that's what I've been told. So when I learned that little factoid, it really drew me closer to the Merkur Progress. Really like that a lot. However, some folks like a modified Merkur Progress called the Mergress. Well, got this announcement from Bull Goose Shaving, and they wrote, Mergress razors are back. We received a small batch of Mergress razors from Eric Mayer this afternoon. Eric has been modifying Merkur Progress razors since 2007, and they have become a bit of a cult classic. For those unfamiliar, Eric calibrates the razors, smooths out their action, and adds a stainless steel knob with a colored adjustment dot, improving on an already great shaving razor. We receive these periodically and in small batches, so make sure to grab one while you can. Well, hopefully by the time this airs, there will still be some Mergress razors available. Want to give you a heads up on them because the Mercur Progress is a really, really terrific adjustable razor. And many feel that the Mergress version of it really improves upon an already great shaving razor. So again, hopefully they'll be available by the time the Monday Morning Mailbag airs. If they're not available, if they're sold out, just make a mental note and periodically visit Bull Goose Shaving to see when they will get another shipment of the Mergress razors in from Eric Mayer. Just wanted to pass that along to you. Sounds like a really, really terrific version of the Mercur Progress razor. I have not used one. I like my Mercur Progress, but nice to know that there's an option out there if for some reason you don't care for this adjustment knob and you're looking to improve on an already terrific adjustable razor. Check out the Mergress razor from Eric Mayer, available from Bull Goose Shaving. We'll have a link below. And that wraps up this week's look at new wet shaving gear. My thanks to everyone who contributed. Really do appreciate it. We'll do it again next week. Okay, let's check out some of these questions and comments. Viewer Tim Harder sent along this email, and he wrote, "Here's to your love of butterscotch. Attached is a photo of my 3 butterscotch shaving brushes. The one on the left is a Century Pure Badger I purchased in about 1968. The other 2 are from Razor Rock. The tall one in the middle is the Model 400, and the other is their Beehive model. Although I was thrilled with the best Badger when I bought it, the modern synthetics are better and do a fantastic job of creating a lather, whether bowl or face lathering. I hope your holidays are fantastic. I've been enjoying the 12 Shaves of Christmas. Please keep going. Tim, thanks very much for the kind words about the 12 Shaves of Christmas. My thanks to Doug, Fran, Huxley, and everyone at Phoenix Shaving for very kindly sending along the Advent calendar and allowing me to share the 12 Shaves of Christmas with all the viewers out there. I had a great time, and I'm so glad you enjoyed them. I enjoyed creating them and shaving with the 12 shaves, the 12 shave soaps, the 12 aftershave splashes. Absolutely fantastic. And thanks very much for sharing your butterscotch shave brush collection. Yeah, we featured the M7 today with a butterscotch handle. Thanks, Mom. Absolutely. And the Razor Rock 400 in a butterscotch handle. I didn't know they offered it. We have the Razor Rock 400 in this red handle here. This came to the channel via the courtesy and kindness and generosity of viewer Alex Lopez. Alex, thank you again very, very much. It's a 34 millimeter knot, and he sent it along saying that, you could probably use it for head shaving, which I do. And I'm going to have to break it out again and make a nice lather with it for head shaving, especially when I let my hair grow in over, say, 4 or 5 days, after after scraping the top of my head, that sort of thing. But yeah, a fantastic large knot shaving brush from Razor Rock, and great to see that it's in a butterscotch handle. So I just want to give folks a look at it. And here's what it looks like next to the M7, so you can get a kind of size comparison. Yeah, it is large, and it's got a large knot and a nice substantial handle. But thanks again, Tim, for the look at those 3 really wonderful butterscotch shaving brushes in your shave den. Really, really do appreciate it. Thanks for the photos and thanks for the kind email. So glad you liked the 12 Shades of Christmas. The holidays were great. Wishing you and yours a very happy, healthy, and prosperous new year. Well, I came across this email in my notes, my show notes. I may have shared this once before. If so, I want to share it again. If not, here it is for the first time. This comes from JimiV Photography, and he writes, "Hi, Mark. By the authority of absolutely nobody, I officially named the tone change that occurs when shave soap goes from foamy water to useful lather as the Szorady shift. Similar to the Doppler shift, but more useful for shaving. Have a great weekend, Jimmy. Yeah, we've talked about this on some recent reviews where we've got our shave bowl and we're building that lather, and as the density in the body starts to build, all of a sudden you get that shift in tone. It kind of goes lower. And that comes about because of the volume and the density in the body of the lather starting to increase. And there is a definite tone shift. So I'm flattered and honored that you're naming it the Szorady shift, Jimmy. Thanks very, very much. And I just wanted to share that once again with viewers out there, the Szorady shift. Yeah, so let us know if you also hear that tone shift when you're building a lather in your lathering bowl. Jimmy, thanks again. Really do appreciate it. This really helpful information comes from viewer Marco Batelli, all the way from Italy. And Marco writes, "Hi Mark, how are you? I hope you are having a wonderful Christmas holiday. This time, I'd like to address a topic that has already been discussed on other occasions, which concerns shaving soap tubes and how to squeeze them without wasting them. There are various accessories for squeezing shaving soap tubes and toothpaste tubes, some really cheap, others more expensive and elegant, all valid. What I would like to suggest today is a remedy, so to speak, from Grandma. That is, one that was used once when, in the case of less well-off families, they were very careful about waste. And that is the handle of a toothbrush. The suggestion consists of squeezing the tube by pressing it, resting it on a flat surface with the handle of the toothbrush, proceeding from the tapered part of the tube towards its opening. I will show you through some photos how to proceed and the result that can be obtained. I also show you a photo where on the right you can see a tube of new shaving soap, and on the left the same tube half empty without the slightest waste and in an extremely practical and economical way. I take this opportunity to wish you and the entire community a wonderful new year. A warm hug from Rome, Marco Batelli. That is absolutely fantastic, Marco. Thank you so much for the really useful information on getting shaving cream out of a tube and not wasting any. Thanks very much for passing along the photos to illustrate this point and this technique. Thank you very, very much. Happy New Year to you and yours and everyone in Italy. Marco, thanks again very, very much. Well, in a previous Monday Morning Mailbag and also during some of the 12 Shaves of Christmas videos, we talked about books. And Bob LaRoe sent this along. Ron Chernow has a new biography of Mark Twain. I read his biography of Grant, which was excellent. Well, thanks very much for that, Bob. I am working on the Ron Chernow biography on the life of John D. Rockefeller Sr. called Titan. Boy, this is a terrific book. And I left off on page 144. Right about at this point here, a young John D. Rockefeller is building his oil empire in Cleveland, and he's buying up some of his competitors and offering them stock in Standard Oil, that sort of thing. Really, really terrific read. So if you want to learn a little bit about John D. Rockefeller, this is definitely a good source. And I don't know if you knew that or not, but the Standard Oil Company started in Cleveland, Ohio. John D. Rockefeller started his oil empire in Cleveland, Ohio. How about that? And he eventually moved to New York City for business reasons, but he always came back to Cleveland to spend his summers. And he had a place, a summer home called Forest Hills, I believe. And it now is part of East Cleveland. It was like 400 acres of land, I think. That was his summer home. And he is buried at Lakeview Cemetery in Cleveland. I think I may have called it Erie View. It's Lakeview Cemetery, where also President Garfield is buried there as well. President Garfield was from Mentor, Ohio, which is about 20 minutes up the road from me. So President Garfield is buried in Lakeview Cemetery, as is John D. Rockefeller. He has this really, really tall monument in Lakeview Cemetery, and folks leave dimes there because he was known for passing out dimes. So if you ever go there, leave a dime on this really, really tall headstone of John D. Rockefeller. I did that. And yeah, very, very neat. So yeah, this is a very, very good book on Rockefeller by Ron Chernow. And I agree with you, Bob. He's a very, very good writer. You mentioned Ulysses S. Grant. And while I haven't read the Chernow book, I received this as a Christmas gift from my nieces, Bryn and Kelly. This is the annotated memoirs of Ulysses S. Grant, and it's by Elizabeth D. Samet. I haven't started this yet, but this book is his memoirs that he wrote towards the end of his life, which were published by Mark Twain. And what's nice about this book is you have all those memoirs, but then you also have some annotation there to kind of give you a little more background, a little more detail of what's being discussed here, which is really neat. So looking forward to reading this book. It's just a gorgeous volume, and it is very well researched. From what I can see, just going through the pages. But yeah, this is from President Grant's own pen. He sat down and wrote this book towards the end of his life, and Mark Twain published it. And it says here, published by Mark Twain, this testament to the spirit and determination of the former general and president has been praised by writers as varied as Gertrude Stein, Edmund Wilson, and Gore Vidal. Prior to that, it said, Grant began writing his memoirs in the wake of financial ruin and a cancer diagnosis, and he finished just before his death in 1885. And of course, Mark Twain published these memoirs right there about or after his death. So yeah, this is a terrific, check it out. I mean, if you're a fan of Ulysses S. Grant and Mark Twain, Ulysses S. Grant, the annotated memoirs of Ulysses S. Grant. So definitely give this one a look if you are a fan of Ulysses S. Grant or Mark Twain. And also check out Titan by Ron Chernow, a couple of great book selections this week. So my thanks to Bob LaRoe for mentioning Ron Chernow. I got to get back to reading Titan and to see how Standard Oil and John D. Rockefeller and the city of Cleveland develop on those pages. Thanks again, Bob. Really do appreciate it. Viewer Robert Raw sent along these photos of Christmas lights at Bouchart Gardens in Victoria, British Columbia. And he simply said in his email, spectacular display. And it really is an absolutely beautiful Christmas display. And we're showing this because for many, we're still in the Christmas season. If you do a Google search as to when the Christmas season ends, you'll get the following. The Christmas holiday is in the rearview mirror for most people, but there is one more occasion on the religious end of the holidays. The Epiphany, or Three Kings Day, is on Sunday, January 5th, or Monday, January 6th this year, depending on the religious denomination. While it is not a holy day of obligation, it is a feast day celebrating the arrival of the Magi to see a newborn Jesus Christ. The last Sunday of Christmas on the Catholic liturgical calendar is January 12, 2025, celebrating the baptism of Christ. So for some of us, we're still in the Christmas season, and it allows us one more time to show you these beautiful Christmas lights and to wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And that wraps up another Monday Morning Mailbag. Thanks so much for tuning in again. I really do appreciate it. Please share, please subscribe, please like. Hit that bell so it'll give you a yell the next time I upload a video. Comment below. Let me know. Check out all the wonderful artisan soap makers and sellers that you see displayed on the bottom of the screen right now. They make and offer some wonderful artisan shave soap. They also offer some wonderful wet shaving gear to enhance your traditional wet shave. The next time you're online, please take a moment, pay them a visit. I sure would appreciate it. Thank you very much. Also, check out my Amazon product page at amazon.com/shop/Mark Szorady, where you'll find all the Amazon listed products that I review on this channel, organized and categorized so you can find everything in a snap very easily. I'll leave you with this laugh. Hey, we have another double take cartoon puzzle this week. Try to find the differences between the two cartoon panels. If you need more time, just pause the video, or try to find all the differences before time runs out. Thanks very much for tuning in again. I really do appreciate it. Make it a great week.